He was dragged from his vehicle, arrested, and then marched to a waiting car.
Yeah, so as much as I would like to criticise the Australian government and be political and and all the rest of it, I actually don't want to be political in any way, shape or form. What I actually want to do is open people's eyes so that they can see that there's more than one option available to them to live their best life. Now that means that you don't have to be stuck in any one particular location around the world. You don't have to be a dedicated, patriotic citizen of any one particular country. If you see yourself as a global citizen, then you see that the opportunities that are afforded you around the world give you the opportunity to go where you're going to be most comfortable, right? So I know some people are in a position where they're looking after people who can't sort of look after themselves, and they've got dependents, and they've got all sorts of situations which makes it impossible for them to leave their current location. I get that, I sympathise with that, I've been there before in the past. I don't have any solutions for you, unfortunately. Give me time, I might come up with something. But for those of you who are in a position where you can relocate and you can start to think outside the box, start to look at different income streams, start to look at different locations where you can feel a little bit more free and you've got much greater options and opportunities, then stay tuned. I have heard a few people say, oh look, I've got a couple of options that I'm looking at. One of them includes Montenegro, Belarus and a few other places. I'll do some research on that and contact some people in regards to those particular locations, and I'll get back to you and shoot a video and say, hey look, these are the requirements, these are the opportunities, and you can sort of make a decision from there. As I said, I've got a spreadsheet that I've got to get out to people, which will basically facilitate them making the decision of where to move to, pros and cons, and also what's required before they leave and during their time or stay there. The way that I started out was with PT 5 flags, or Perpetual Traveller 5 flags, and that was my initial intention behind what I was doing. And then over the last 10 years, we've seen a real dynamic change within that area, and that's basically down to the digital nomad movement, where people can work remotely from anywhere in the world. So the internet's opened up some really exciting opportunities. The other thing is there's some great products for people to use if they're digital nomads. So I'll put together a package so that people can see the opportunities to earn while they're overseas, and sort of upskill or add to their amount of skills that they've got so that they can earn online as well. So there's some really good opportunities. So I just wanted to touch base with you. I don't want to do a hugely long video for the sake of it, but I just wanted to sort of say to you, look, there's some people who have said, hey look, I can't move, I'd love to, but you know, and my heart goes out to you. I genuinely feel sorry for you that you can't relocate, whether you're in Australia, the US, UK, or Canada, because I think Canada's heading on the same sort of path. But there are opportunities out there, and I want you to be aware of those, and I'm becoming more aware of more opportunities, and aware of more visas and permanent residencies that are very favourable to overseas exiles and digital nomads and relocators. So stay tuned, because I've got so much work to do, and I'm working my hardest to try and get things in order for you, but because the more that you can find out, the more you get your head around things. Yeah, so if I can give you a pointer so that you can find out or do more research on a particular product or residency, then that's great. So yeah, I appreciate your time in watching these videos, but I just want you to be aware my intent is basically to try and help people as best as I can. So I know some people have been a bit upset about my opinion about leaving Australia or whatever, but you know, you've got to decide what's beneficial for you, and that's what I've done, and that's what I've done for our family. So I'm unrepentant about that. I don't care. So I want you to have the best possible situation for your life, just the same way that I want the best possible situation for my family. So I will defend my family fiercely, and I will go out of my way to make things as smooth and as easy as possible. So I've got multiple friends that are looking to relocate at the moment, multiple family members that are looking to relocate, and it's not clear. It's always the unknown, and it's frightening. I just want to encourage you, persistence will pay off. There's always the unknown, but you will be able to overcome if you have persistence. It doesn't mean that you're going to have an easy time. Often these things come up with challenges, but if I can actually give you the information that you're going to require so that you can save time, like getting your birth certificate, marriage certificates, and then get them apostatized, that's going to save you a lot of time. Getting a letter of recommendation from your bank. All these things will make life a lot easier. Even setting up a bank account with Wise or N26 or a few other products that are available to you, or even using Binance as a crypto exchange as a measure of holding your savings or having an investment there. You know, all those things are different options and tools that you've got. And so there's a multitude, as I said, multitude of different products there to help facilitate people who live in a remote fashion. So the way that I started off thinking about things was PT 5 flags or Perpetual Traveller 5 flags. I think I've said that before. Basically, that means is that you see yourself as a global citizen. You have a place for your domicile. You have a place where you have your holidays. You have a place where you register your businesses and your companies and you perform business out of. And then you have, you basically spread your living across the world in different locations and domiciles. Easier said than done, but once it's achieved, it is actually very rewarding because you're going where it's best fit for you. And I can't express that enough for you. It's you know, things are different now. The world is different. The opportunities are different. We're not stuck in a situation where we're stuck in a bricks and mortar business and we're stuck with one property and we're not leveraging our income, not leveraging our properties, not leveraging our tools, our talents and our skills. You can do that very easily nowadays. So it's time to start thinking outside the box. It's time to start thinking differently. I know my father, when I first started doing work overseas and living overseas, was really not happy with the idea at all and didn't understand things. I mean, I'd be sitting there working away on servers at 3 a.m. in the morning or building websites. And he was just sitting there thinking, why are you wasting your time? And not understanding exactly what the earning potential is. So look, all I'm trying to do is encourage you to think outside the box. There's lots of opportunities. I'll share some really good products with you so that you can use that in your journey. And I'll continue to develop frameworks for you to think through things. And stay tuned. So if you have any particular questions, just let me know. There's a whole heap of people who have messaged me on Messenger or Facebook and posted questions on Facebook, on our Facebook group, Overseas Exiles. So go and join there. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so you get notified when there's a new video. But heaps of people have been asking me questions, and I've been able to answer most of the questions. What I don't know, I actually go and do the research and basically find out for you. So yeah, so stay tuned, stay in touch, and wherever I can give you a hand, I will. So look, the world's gone crazy in a lot of ways. I don't really want to be all that political about things. I just want to be stating the facts. And I decided a long time ago I didn't want to be political. So that's my mentality on things. Not that I want to be every man for himself, and you can tell that by the way or the reason that I do these videos. But I certainly think that some things you're fairly powerless to change. And it's getting particularly brutal in Australia. And I'll share this video with you that I sort of saw overnight. That is really concerning for me, because here's some guy who was driving with a dog on his lap. And the police pulled him over, broke his car, his driver's side window, pulled him out through the window, handcuffed him, and handcuffed and arrested his 15-year-old daughter, all because he was driving with his dog on his lap.
A dog spotted on the lap of its driver has sparked a dramatic police pursuit through the heart of Adelaide. A 40-year-old allegedly failing to pull over after he was seen sharing the driver's seat with his four-legged friend. He was dragged from his vehicle, arrested, and then marched to a waiting car.
So it's just getting nutty stuff. And but as I said, I don't want to be political about it. I just want to say, hey, something's not right. Good time to relocate. And there's heaps of opportunities for you overseas. So start to think beyond just the two-dimensional, I'm an Australian citizen, a US citizen, a UK citizen or whatever, and start to see yourself as a global citizen. Heaps of opportunities afforded to you, and just different experiences that you get by being a global citizen, and rather than just being stuck in one particular domicile or country. So anyway, look, I'll leave that there. I'll do another video tomorrow. I want to go into a bit more depth again about particular visas and locations. The next one I'm going to look into is Montenegro, and that even appeals to me, and the other one is Belarus. So I'm going to start doing some research on these, and then I'll share that with you. All right, guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. And as I said, any questions, just let me know. Go to Overseas Exiles and sign up on FB. And yeah, stay in touch. Thanks, guys.